The sun is up, so wet it down. Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last so long. Don't have the time and it's obvious. No help for the weak, but the strong. Plenty of boy for all of us. Now bring out the drums and the and my homies got rich doing that they said wouldn't work. Bring out the and the hit a load of I'm gonna the place with them car. I see the bums that be wishing we end in the ditch and the pain that see them ain't hurt. I see the love that we give and the love that we give. And sure everything come up full circle. We went from nothing to something, got all of us jumping it that we met from the air. We went from running and with nothing to stomach, just beating the neighborhood, bruh. There ain't a person alive that be matching the vibe, and honestly ain't even fair. There ain't a do with the drive and a vision like I have unless I go look in the mirror, babe. So run it up, the sun is up, to run it down, get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up, there's no rest to when sun it down. Work it for real, get your money up. Believe it on God, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Put that on everything that I love. Church. Yeah, on everything that I love. Yeah, ain't nothing that come above. Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab up and get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency, stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things will be lacking, my bruh, so what are we lacking? I could point it out, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that. Or they send the hounds, bite me in the, put me in the ground, turn me into ash, cut to carry down. From those who came up before me, I'm here to change up the story. Find me at work in the morning. Find me where people are mourning, man. Cause death is around every corner. When life isn't free for a person, dog, you act like an animal corner. Savage is speaking a language, y'all. You don't understand, you a foreigner. So nobody needs an advantage now. We needed some balance and order. But you know that's never the case. Never a chance that they're changing their ways. It's never a choice that they're giving to you. There will never be just in the face. We sing for the sorrow and dance for the pain. No one to follow, it's just you and me. I swear that it's coming, we starting today. But we wake up tomorrow and things are the same. Damn.
I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do, already pulling me in, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed, gave up.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, it's our main event between the Cleveland Browns and the home team. Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. We'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And it sets up 2nd down.
I love that. Now, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Let's go. Ready?
Now we've got the first carry of the game for the rookie out of Arkansas. Nice drive up the middle, gets him about 3. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready?
We go play action here. It's Milrow. Flushed out of the pocket. And his first pass falls incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you've got to jar that ball loose. A lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Milrow throwing again now on 2nd down. Finds him on the crossing route. Quick rally and catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Browns 1st down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job. Enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. Here's 79 Broncos. Panther 60. Panther 60.
From the gun, Milrow. He's going deep this time. He's got it deep downfield. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one finds Xavier Worthy. He's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And that gives him the first.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made and turned it into a significant gain.
Cowboy 80.
With a dive up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 18 Pioneer. Cup 19. Cup Panther 11. Panther 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Pass play now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick 6.
I know you feel the same questions I do from people as, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game, or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
Voyagers nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. And this is brought to a halt just across the 10.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own 12-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go.
Let's go now. 70, go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Got it. Ready?
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Down.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready?
They'll throw. 3rd and long. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40.
At their own 43-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Is the open man downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
On first down, they'll run. This is ahead for about 5. Keely Ringo making the play.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
60 by 6.
Back to the well again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. So, well, there in the huddle, partner. We've arrived at the end of our first quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They've got third down well inside field goal range.
19 Tigers. Go check. Go check.
Shotgun now for Milrow. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
18 reps. Bracco 80.
From the red zone on first. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 20-zip lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them. And that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. His return starts to the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, first and 10.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Here's the long back on the handoff. And he's stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Ready, set.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Unlock line. Unlock.
Another carry for him. He stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
No gain on the play.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
They give it to him again. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. We've set it down from 37.
Go. Hawk 70. 60 Bobcats.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Rolling left, buying some time. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, lacking 18.
He's going to throw this one. Buying some time right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. That one complete to Pitts. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get an even 40 out of that one. And that means first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And this time, they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down. Looking quickly here.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Throwing from the gun here. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
18, Rattler, 18, go.
Here he goes, third and long. Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter, it's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10.
Cut my team, cut my team. Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll go play action. He intercepts the pass. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. That penalty's on the offense, Brock, so that play is going to go down as a pick.
You see a flag as a defender, and I guarantee you your first thought is, oh, man, this is going to come back, right? Well, not this time. He gets to hang on to that interception.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Ready, set.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Get it. 60 Eagles, 60.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Cut down the field, it's Pitts. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
18, Pioneer. Back. Hawk 70, trap 60, trap 60. 70 range.
From the red zone now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete. He was covered by Henry Toho.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
That is 65 catch. 60.
Back to throw now. Throws caught. So a solid gain there, Brock. It's still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Brings up 3rd down.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Virginia Beach on the other side.
Ready.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Check smash. Check smash. 18 cop. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
19 Tiger. 19 Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther Mustang 19. 79.
4th down, pass coming. Throw is caught by the back. He's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready. 70 Lions.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And the defense holds him at the 2. Brock, he can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Go street. Let's go.
They'll send him up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Voyagers parlay the interception into points. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Voyagers make it an 11-point ball game.
Voyagers 10.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Come on.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go. Set. Press roll 80. Press roll 80. 19 tight. 19. 70 range. 70.
Milrow with it on 1st. He finds his running back. Nice work. Complete. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, break off the 1st down.
Cowboy 80.
1st down throw here from Milrow. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. And get 22 out of that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Cougar 19!
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Butker with the extra point. And the Browns push their lead to 18. Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
70 Lions! 19 Lions! Trap 60! Trap 60!
1st and 10, they're going to throw. And this one is launched downfield. It is caught at the 20! And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
60 yards. And a Virginia Beach first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready? Here we go. Ready?
Working inside the red zone. And the Browns get there and take him down. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They step up to a 2nd and 11 here following the sack.
Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he is in. Touchdown. The Voyagers jump some of the lead off before the half.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by them.
Mike Tomlin, never afraid to go for 2, has his offense out to do just that.
Come on.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
2. 60 by 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
From the gun, Milrow. Downfield working the left. And he has this down to the 34. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off the defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage. And more importantly, go exploit it.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Crack all 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go.
Milrow from the gun. All the left side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. If you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready, ready.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready,
Lone back gets the handoff. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. Second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little runs set the table.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now. Kennedy Lions. Crack all 80.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Officially in the enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's a Browns first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Get it. Viking 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 Lions.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Looking right, and he finds him. Keeps himself upright. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They'll work against the blitz. That's worthy, running slant. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Here's R.J. Harvey. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Stop. Stephanie.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He beams one. Deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25 goes for 32 yards. And that is good for a first down.
Ready?
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Come on. Set. 70, Timber. Ready?
Working on first down. Vacates quickly left side. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And their fourth sack of the game right there brings up second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. Offense up to the line fast.
60 Eagles. 60
A
Eagles.
loss of 12 brings up third down.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The Voyagers getting ready to punt this skyward. J.K. Scott will kick it away. Let's see what he can do on the return. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
At their own 13-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Ready. Hook 19.
Man in motion here.
Check, smash. Rig.
Go play action here. It's Milrow. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. Not saying 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Cup 19. Ready.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Escapes the pocket. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Hold the set.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Go. 18 Cardinal. Let go.
Throwing now, Milrow. Forced out to his right. Big gain downfield. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Milrow looking to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Ready up.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
Get up.
Now What's Milrow? Into the hands of Harrison. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Hold it ready.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
70 Lions. Ready, ready, put.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Namdi Matabike making that stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Got it.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's going to be their ball to begin the fourth, but looking up at that scoreboard, possession may not make much of a difference. Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Called in by Worthy, right side. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
18 Rattler, 18. Get it. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Rolling from the gun here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Viking, 18.
First down.
From the red zone now. Back to Pitts it goes. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
15 more yards. That's another.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Voyagers putting up points in a game decided. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And they've got it. They recover the onside kick. All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was 2 things, Cade. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it, that gives you the confidence that you can get it done.
Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Rig alert. Rig alert. Hey, smash. Dragon 6.
Throw it here on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Setting up to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And this is another incompletion.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Now, can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
They'll run here on 1st down. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Ready? 6.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. He's got it near the 8. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns keep adding to that 4th quarter lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns grow their lead yet again.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Ready?
From the gun, here's a handoff. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
26 is the ball carrier.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Dive play straight ahead. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He's tackled at the 30.
Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Henry comes up with it. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
68 Ready.
Here's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Come on.
The give here on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
2 yards. And it's
Ready, break. Let's go now. Viking, 70 Lions. 18 Rattler.
Milrow now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. It can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Butker knocks it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
Down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. We've got a screen to the running back. He manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Check smash. Hawk 70. 79 Broncos. 60 Mavericks.
They're throwing it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Incomplete pass, and we're down at 12 seconds remaining. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Oh, they get him yet again. He's got room to roam. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take him back for a late touchdown. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowballed.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at Aspen, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my basement.
Harrison Butler is set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, one more snap to play here.
7 Pirates, 68, go!
Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. This is brought in at the 50. This gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line. So the Browns will take this win home with them. Man, they were facing a top-on defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, kick with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal.